Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, today we're going to discuss the highway system in Jamaica. In our previous video we had discussed the highway system that runs along the coast of Jamaica. So today we're going to talk about the highway system that runs through the interior of the island now. And that highway is Highway 2000. And this Highway 2000 is actually the first highway system that was built in Jamaica. Now it was very expensive. It was built by foreign companies, and it really, not only did Jamaica get the roads, but it showed investors all over the world that you can invest in Jamaica and can make a return, and such large investment projects are possible in Jamaica. So let's look at Highway 2000. Alright, so Highway 2000 was a project to build a highway through the interior of Jamaica. And it basically had two main goals. One, to connect Kingston to Montego Bay, and two, to connect the island to the tourist attractions, mostly in Ocho Rios. So they were saying you should be able to get to both international airports easily in Jamaica and also get to all these tourist attractions easily. So it was decided that a highway was to be built, and that highway is now Highway 2000. The highway was to be built from Kingston to Montego Bay, and then a secondary highway built from Kingston to Ocho Rios. So it ran through the interior of the island. Now, just to point out, there are other highways that run on the coast, but this highway runs on the interior. So a project proposal was done, and bidding, costs, everything was done up, and it was decided that the highway would be too expensive to build all at once, so they were going to break it up into pieces. So Highway 2000 was done in pieces, and the Kingston to Ocho Rios leg of the highway is completed. That was built by China Harbour Engineering Company, a Chinese company. And the leg of the highway from Kingston to Portmore was built by a French company. And then from Kingston to, remember, the original highway was to run from Kingston to Montego Bay, but the Kingston to Maypen leg was built, and that road is up and running by a French company. Now, from Maypen to Mandeville or Manchester, to more be specific, from the Rio Mino Bridge in Maypen to Williamsfield in Manchester, that highway is under construction, and it should finish soon, like a matter of weeks or months. It should be finished before the end of the year or early next year. We have videos up of all these highways, so you can search the channel for them, even the ones under construction. So now Highway 2000 runs from Kingston to, let's just say, Manchester. And then it's going to run from Manchester to Montego Bay. Now that section of the highway has not been built yet, and no plans have been done for a start date. So when the highway from Maypen to Mandeville is finished, they will then focus on the highway from Williamsfield to Montego Bay. Now, it will be done because both governments are committed to these projects. Now, Highway 2000, before, they are building a perimeter road in Montego Bay, because remember now, all these highways are going to be interconnected, and they're building a toll plaza as part of the perimeter road project. Now that toll plaza will be where Highway 2000 reaches Montego Bay, so it's just a matter of time before the actual road is built. So let's look at the interconnection of the highways now. So from Kingston to Ocho Rios, or more specific, from Caymanos to Miami Bay, that's where the Highway 2000 starts and ends. So you access the highway in Kingston on Mandela Highway. Mandela Highway takes you to Highway 2000, and the leg of the highway from Kingston to Ocho Rios is called the Edward Seaga Highway. It was renamed after the former Prime Minister. So you take the highway from Kingston to Ocho Rios, and then where that highway ends in Miami Bay, you connect to the Northern Coastal Highway. And the Northern Coastal Highway can take you to Montego Bay, Negril, or in the other direction all the way back to Port Antonio. So the highways will interconnect to each other. So whether you're traveling on the coast or you're traveling through the interior of the island, you can access a highway. And then the other highway now is going to run from Kingston to Maypen, Maypen to Mandeville, and then Mandeville to Montego Bay, where it will meet the Perimeter Road or the Northern Coastal Highway. So everything will be interconnected. So you can drive around the island on the coast on highways, you can drive through the island on highways. So this is an excellent project. Now the highways that run on the coast, they are not toll roads. You don't have to pay to use those roads. The Highway 2000 now, you have to pay to use those roads. And that's because these highways were built by foreign companies that brought in the investment. They put the money up front to build the highways. So the government gave them a concession to collect toll on the road to pay back for the highways. They also had to give these companies revenue guarantees so that the highway could be built. So it was a win-win for everybody. You have to pay a toll to use the road, but at the end of the concession agreement, when that time frame is up, the road will belong to the Jamaican government. So the road from Kingston to Maypen was built by a French company, and the company that collects the toll is a Trans-Jamaica Highway. They were given a concession, I think it was for 35 years, and that should end any time now because those roads were built, or it's probably halfway through. Yeah, but nonetheless, at the end of the 35 years, that road belongs to Jamaica, so Jamaica benefits. The north-south highway was built by the Chinese company Czech, and their concession was 50 years because that was a much more expensive road, and the company that collects the toll is a north-south highway something or the other. I think it's the Jamaica North-South Highway Company. They collect the toll on that road, and also, well, I'm not sure how the structure will work from Maypen to Mandeville, but it's China Harbour Engineering Company that's building that road, so I assume they would have been given a concession. So that's just how it was done, and at the end of the 50 years, the North-South Highway will belong to the Jamaican government. So Jamaica is on its way to having modern highways, the kind of highways you would find in a first world country. So we have to give credit to both governments because they both had the vision and they both continued. Whenever one government left power, the other one did not hesitate. They just carried the project, continued with the project. So you really have to give them credit. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.